7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
Night hockey at the Ricker between the Adam A Toros and the Pickering Panthers. Both these teams are within 2 points of each other, and the Toros hold that advantage, but they also have 3 games in hand over Pickering. Right now the Toros stand with 23 points. Pickering come into this one with 21. Late pass up through center. Toros looking for the first shot on net. Gets knocked down by number 88 as Pickering started out of their own end. Late pass to the other side. McKeown will dump it back in behind the Toros net. Back in behind the goal goes Simon Van Reenen along with Braden McNevin to get it out of the zone. Dwyer's going up there as well with Adam Foreman with that loose puck. Foreman goes for the shot, doesn't make it through to the net. There's another shot, and there was a right pad save from Whelan. Went back in behind the goal. Trying to keep it over on the other side is Maddox Dwyer. Setting it up with a quick shot. That gets knocked down in front. Dwyer again tries to find it in the crease area. It lays there right in front of the net, and the Toros can't convert. There's the first scoring opportunity of the game. That'll go dumped all the way into the corner here. Back in behind the net there for Zachary Colton. They'll leave it there for Preston Best to try and get it out of his own end. Got it up there for Dominic Giroux. Giroux tries to take a shot. It had it knocked off his stick. Giroux going to try and win that battle in the corner and get the puck back. It's a battle in behind the net, trying to dig it free. Kept in there by Preston Best. Setting up. Kay out in front and rolled over his stick. Thrown to the net again. Ari Jukic tried to take a shot. Number 13. Pickering come up with that. 2-on-2 rush in over the blue line. Anderson going for the first shot. Nice block out in front there by Zachary Colton. Got it up there for Ari Jukic as he tries to get off to the races. Jukic is in over the blue line trying to take the shot. Didn't like it. Now he takes it. Stopped there by Whelan, and he'll freeze it up. Face off now off to the right of the Pickering end. Trying to win that draw. Wins it back to the line there for Eric Borden to get it through a screen. It was in the slot area. Quick shot. Stopped there with a right pad of Whelan. Toros are still in there looking to sweep it in out of front of the net. They can't bury that one out of front. They've had a couple of big scoring opportunities into that open net. Just can't get their stick on the loose puck when it means the most. Eric Borden trying to get it out of his own end. Got it up there for Brendan Reitwinski. Picked off there by DeMarco. DeMarco puts it back into the Toros end, where Borden will scoop it up and go cross-ice pass. Getting it up there for Brock Gardner in over the blue line. Gardner tried to pull it to his forehand, had it knocked off his stick. Now he drops it back there for Ginioli to take a shot to the net, and that gets blocked out in front. Back comes Pickering with numbers, back up the other way. Eric Borden backing up, trying to handle DeMarco. DeMarco spins away, takes it behind the net, and fires it around the boards. DeMarco trying to get that pass out in front. He'll use the boards this time back to the line. Thrown to the net. An opportunity for number 22 to shoot it. Here's another shot, and they score. Pickering are on the board first. Number 91 out of front of the net capitalized after a blocked shot. It went right to the side of the goal, and he snapped it past Caden McBride-Hyde to make it 1-0. Face off here at center. Trying to get to that loose puck now is Braden McNevin. McNevin tried to get it up there for Adam Foreman. Picked off there by Pickering. And they'll come back in. Looking for more pressure. Puts it to the net. Stopped by McBride-Hyde. It's still loose there. Trying to dig out that loose puck. Getting it up there now is Braden McNevin. He's trying to find Adam Foreman off to the races, but that pass is broken up with ease. Toros get it again. Maddox Dwyer will be another turnover there at center. Pickering will pick it back up there and dump it the length of the ice as it goes for icing. Face off now, off to the left of the goal. Wins that draw back to the line for Zachary Colton. The pass into the corner past Kay. Kay's going to try and dig it free from behind the net. He'll set it up in behind the goal. Can't walk it out in front though, was Ari Jukic. Trying to keep it there in the Pickering end. Nice play there by Kay, who sets up Ari Jukic. Jukic to the side of the net and just fired wide of the net. What a big opportunity. I believe that was Guru at the other side of the net who couldn't capitalize on that loose puck. Preston Best will scoop it up. Guru's going to join the rush as well. Preston Best to the net. Stop. Guru rebound. Left pad save there from Whelans. Around the boards. Kept in there from the line by Zachary Colton. Thrown to the net. Trying to sweep it in on that, and it'll get covered up in the blue paint there by Whelans. Another big face-off now off to the left of the Pickering end. Got one there by Genioli, and the Toros get the loose puck. Can't throw it out in front. Trying to go back to the line again for Ryan Lee, who takes a shot to the net. That hit a toe out of front. Turnaround shot is going to dribble in wide. And here comes the opportunity for Pickering to get it up through center. The pass was picked off. And still in there trying to battle at it is Nate Genioli getting in. Genioli tried to send it to the front of the net. It got picked off again. Genioli still battling down behind the net. Setting it up in front. Big stop there from Whelans out in front. Chip back in where it came from. Back in behind the Pickering net. Number 97 is going to get stripped of it. Wrap around. Can't jam it in. Still trying to jam it in against Whelan, who came across to make the save. Thrown out in front again. Whelans with his stick. Tries to pick it up. Puck was behind the net. He's got his stick back again, and Pickering will clear the pressure up through center ice. Let in there by number 22. Takes a bouncing shot in wide of the net. The Toros will pick it off out there at center. DeMarco trying to jam it out in front. That's not going to work. Ryan Lee will pick it up from behind his own net. Lee with a lead pass for Foreman. Trying to get around the defender. Can't do it. Tried to go inside out off the defenseman number 11 and stood him up. Didn't let him around him. Lead pass. Past everybody. And it'll roll down the ice and come back into the Pickering end with 3:50 left to go here in the first. Pickering Panthers lead this one 1-0. Nevin trying to win it. He does. Back for number 36. Fans on the shot. McNevin will pick it up again. Thrown to the net. Backhand shot. And they score! Out in front of the net. The Toros have tied it up. I believe that's Maddox Dwyer out in front of the net with the backhand. That beat Whelan to tie things at 1. Maddox Dwyer picked up the loose puck and went to the backhand. It went through the legs of Whelan. Ties this one up at 1 apiece. Foreman trying to get to that loose puck. Knocked down out of front. In over the line. Barked off the stick there. Nice defensive play to poke it aside there for Adam Foreman. Lead pass for McNevin in his skates. Foreman again will pick it up. Adam Foreman can't get away from the checker. Here's Dwyer to help him out. Dwyer puts it down low. Foreman lost his footing in behind the net. As Pickering get the opportunity to try and clear it out of that right corner. Comes around the back end boards again there for Dwyer. He's going to try and ring it up off the boards. It's in behind the net. Trying to set it up in front. It goes back to the line. Trying for a slap shot from Simon Van Reenen. And it gets blocked there by Pickering at the front. Back to the line again for Van Reenen. He keeps it in. Not for long. Pickering will steer it aside. McNevin with a turnover there at center. Pickering's lead pass. Knocked down there by number 36 in his own end. With a lead pass for Foreman. Got to be gas. He's been out there for a little bit. Trying to get it from behind the net. Setting it up in front over the stick there of Brandon Rytwinski. And back comes Pickering the other way. With a lead pass for Anderson. Anderson almost stood up there by Best. Now Anderson gets away. Nice catch there by Kidd and McBride Hyde. And he'll take a face-off. Face off now off to the left of the Toros end. To be taken by Dominic Guru. Rolls in on net. Doesn't make its way to the goal. Now it's Ari Jukic with that loose puck from his own end. Jukic got tripped up. Still got the pass over there for Kay. Kay's going to chip it out the backhand boards and try to hit Guru in behind the net. Dominic Guru trying to win the battle in behind the net. Around the boards it goes. Pickering get the opportunity to clear it out. Backing up there is Zachary Colton trying to hold his man, and he does. Who can only flip it back in behind the Toros net. Preston Best is back there. Best gets it aside there for Rytwinski. Rytwinski with a lead pass for Guru was read well and picked off at center. But here comes Kay with the loose puck. Kay trying to take the shot. And that's Guru fell down. Shot stopped there by Whelan, and they'll freeze it. Off to the right of the Pickering end. Trying to jam it back to the line. Picked off there by Pickering, and they'll start it up through center with number 8. Backing it up there is Eric Porter, and he pokes it off his stick. Benelius can't go with it, and Rytwinski steers it aside. Scooped up from his own end. Ryan Lee will dump it the length of the ice, and it is not going to have enough for icing. Pickering will get it back in their own end and slap it around the boards. Have the opportunity to try and clear it up. They'll get it up there for number 8. Van Rienen's backing up, trying to stay with his man. Thrown to the goal, gets knocked down there by Lee as he gets a pass. Up there for Brock Gardner, who chips it past his man. Gardner flips it back in behind the Pickering net. Gardner trying to find Nate Ginioli out in front. Ginioli trying to spin away from the checker and use the boards this time. 35 seconds left to go here in period number 1. We're in a 1-1 tie. Pickering opened the scoring before Maddox Dwyer tied it. Toros looking for 2-1 lead. Shot there from Rytwinski, right in close, gets stopped by Whelan. Penalty winds up going to Ginioli with 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. So Pickering gets the opportunity to try and click on their power play. And if they can't click before the end of the first period, it will be a power play for 1:35 to start the second. Getting things sorted out there over at the bench. Referee's got to do some explaining to the timekeeper, so we'll take a break when we're back to live action. 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. That's when draw gets swept wide. Keown will put it back in behind the net. Trying to find that loose puck on the other side. Moves it back to the line, trying to get a shot through the screen. Instead, he'll set it up from the face-off circle. Backhand shot. Nice block by Foreman, and cleared the length of the ice. Side is going to do it for the first period. It's just going to dribble all the way in, not reach the net. Goes behind the goal, and there goes the buzzer down. Period number 1. It is a 1-1 tie to go to the second period. Pickering opened the scoring before Maddox Dwyer tied things up. And we're ready to kick off period number 2. Guerrero to take that draw. Trying to find that loose puck. Guerrero picks it up again. Guerrero knocked off his stick there by Alley, who dumps it back in behind the net for Preston Best to scoop it up in his own end. And that's how we'll start off the second period. Lead pass up through center. Still a Pickering power play. But the penalty is not up on the clock, though. So we don't know how much time's left as he comes in offside. It'll be Cade taking this draw here. Just here at the blue line at the Pickering bench. Trying to win that draw. But Pickering come in over the blue line. Take it from the face-off circle and try for the shot down low. They'll try and move it around here. Kay was guarding his man. It moves it back to the line. Kay again picked it off, and this one will come away at center. Pickering will scoop it up at center ice. Led in by Ward with a pass. Past everybody. Rings it right back in behind the Toros net. It'll come around the other side. And an opportunity to try and find some open ice. Got it up through center there for number 13, Ari Jukic, who gets away. Jukic takes it from behind the net. Trying to throw it at the front. Still on the side there by Pickering, and they'll start it in. Trying to go off to the races up through center. Comes in over the blue line. Look for a trailer to give it to. Instead, fired it wide of the net and behind the goal. Pickering will take it back in behind the net again. Try for the wraparound. As they're trying to jam things out in front of the net. It's over there in the corner. Trying to get that loose puck out. It goes back to the line. Nice play to hold it in. Number 9 with a nice defensive play. Scooped aside there at center ice. In over the line comes Kay. Kay takes a shot, bouncing in. Nice stop there by Whelan as he takes it on a bounce. Off to the right of Whelan. Out in front, nobody there. Kept in though there by number 36. Flipping it in, knocked down out of front. Nice play here by Ginioli to hold it in here in front of us. Nate Ginioli, penalty to him's over. Got the pass up there for Brock Gardner. Stolen off his stick, back up the other way they come. Number 8 is leading it in. Toros get the loose puck and clear it aside as it goes all the way down into the corner for icing. Face-off will be right here off to the right of the Toros end. Trying to go back to the line to Alvey. Alvey dumps it in behind the net. Trying to stuff it in from the side of the goal from the face-off dot. That tips wide of the net, goes into the corner. Toros pick it off with Adam Foreman. Foreman's pass, got it up there for McNevin and over the blue line. Braden McNevin trying to take the shot, throwing it to the goal. Hit okay, in front. Still loose. Finally, Whelan jumps on for a face-off. Key jaw on the offensive end. Adam Foreman will scoop it up. It'll be lost there to Pickering, slapping it around the other side. Trying to pick it up there. Let in there by Caro, dumps it down the ice. And that will have enough mustard to go for icing. Now it'll be Guru's turn to take the jaw. Vershki K. Backhanded past Ryan Lee and out at center. Eric Borden will scoop it up in his own end. Borden getting checked on. Takes it from behind the net. Tries to fire it off the backhand boards. Picked up by Pickering. Trying to take the shot from the side of the net. And he ran out of real estate. Couldn't pull the trigger from the side of the goal. And it's somewhere in the feet of everybody at the front of the goal. To the point where the referee lost sight and blew the whistle for another face-off. Face-off off to the left now. Eric Borden from behind the net. Trying to clear it out. And the late pass for Dominic Gros is in the feet area. Gros trying to get back up on his feet. Gros does. Gros gets around the checker. Dominic Gros finally lost the puck. Throws it to the net. Gets knocked down there by Pickering. Kept in by Ryan Lee. Hopped over his stick. And back comes Aspinall. Now Ward has it. Gros trying to win the draw versus him. And Aspinall dumps it down the ice. Aspinall put it in behind the goal there for Borden to ring it around. To try and get it out. Couldn't do it. Pickering trying to shoot it from the slot area this time. That hit something at the front. Might have been Kaden McBride-Hyde. Back out to the line. Opportunity for Guru to go. He's got Ari Jukic as well, but he's blown past him. Guru's in and he scores! Dominic Guru with a nice shot. Puts it inside the post past the glove hand of Whelan. And the Toros get their first lead of the game at 2-1. Nice wheels there by Guru. Turned them on and was able to fire it just past the left post. Past of Whelan to make this one 2-1 in favor of the Toros as they just kicked out the second period. Rolled it on net, kicked aside there by McBride-Hyde. Back in behind the goal. Trying to stuff it out of front. Here comes the opportunity to go with the loose puck. Chipped in there by Brady Redtwinski right under the Pickering stick. They'll go for that lead pass over the stick there of Aspinall. And the Toros try and dump it out. Got it up there for Ginioli. Gardner trying to get to the loose puck with Kay. Kay and Ginioli are going to the net trying to do something with the pass out of front. Fanned by Ginioli. Trying to find it there in the feed area. Back to the line for number 36. Fires it into the corner. He's going to try and walk it out of front. It's still loose over there in the right corner. Toros trying to dig it free. It comes free now for the opportunity for Ginioli. Kept in there from the line. Shot. rolling in wide of the net. Scooped up again there by Gardner. And Brock Gardner will fire it back in behind the net. An opportunity to center it up in front is going nowhere. Toros trying to dig it free. It comes free to Pickering. They'll lead it up with a pass. Simon Van Reenen right here in front of us will pick it up. So I'll take his time. Look for that perfect pass to try and start a breakout. They've got Alve barking up as Brock Gardner brings it in. Gardner lost control of the puck though. Back comes number 91. He's the only goal scorer for Pickering. That lead pass was over the stick and into the Toros corner. A bump out in front of the slot area. Took a Toro down out in front of the goal. Trying to chip it up. Nice play by Adam Foreman. He was able to chip that puck and got Braden McNevin to lead this in. And McNevin got held up. And a nice defensive play. Adam Foreman will pick that one off. Foreman trying to stuff it out in front. Will take it from behind the net instead. Adam Foreman will set up his man out in front. The pass intended for Dwyer. He was sitting cocked and loaded out in front of the net waiting for that one-timer that couldn't make it out in front to him. Preston Best with the loose puck now. Best with a flip pass. Knocked down by his counterpart, number 7 on the other side from Pickering. Lead pass going down the ice and into the corner. Slapped around the other side. Number 91. Can't clear it out of his own end. That is Tasatsis. Tasatsis isn't going to be able to get that loose puck. Tasatsis has the only goal here for Pickering. DeMarco picked off his stick. Maddox Dwyer is in, trying to get away from the checker. Maddox Dwyer is in, and he fanned on the shot before he could shoot it. What an opportunity. Looks like he tried to go high blocker, but got nothing on the shot. Kept in there by the Toros. Thrown in on net. Stopped by Whelan, and his Foreman goes in for the rebound. He gets taken down. Face off now off to the left of the goal. Slapped around the boards, kept in by Ryan Lee. Shot trying to get tipped out front by Ari Jukic. He'll pick it up there in the corner. Cut up and around the back end boards. Over the stick of K. Ryan Lee's going to pinch in with a nice defensive play. Comes in, keeps it in the offensive end. Lee is doing everything he can versus Cabral. Guru with the game winner so far. Kept in by Eric Borden. Throwing it to the net. Ari Jukic tries for some nice moves. Finally had it knocked off his forehand, but it's still in there. Toros keeping it in the zone, looking for some more pressure and add to their lead. Borden from the Toros bench will flip it in. Right back in behind the Pickering net. Kept in. Nice play by Kay to knock it down. Kay with some nice moves. Cutting to the net. Kay with a backhand right to the goal over the stick of Ari Jukic. Kept in by number 6, Eric Borden, back down low. Around the boards there for Dominic Rue out of front. Trying to find that loose puck. It sat there in the crease area. Couldn't get shot in. Kay flips it into the corner there for Jukic. Jukic finally knocked off his stick. Nice play by Borden to keep it in. But we are going to get a slashing penalty coming up. It's off now, off to the right of the Pickering end. Towards with a 2-1 lead. And now a power play to boot. Brock Gardner picks it up in the corner. Back to the line for Simon Van Reenen. Van Reenen lets it rip from the line. Tried to get tipped out in front and stolen aside. Nate Ginioli's on it. Ginioli tried to get away from the checker of Ward. Gardner helps him out. Brock Gardner takes it from behind the net. Tries for the wraparound this time. Sets it up in front there for Ginioli over his stick. Radwinski picks it up. Brendan Radwinski tried to stuff it in. Right pass save from Whelan. It's still loose. Another big save. And another one. Couple whacks away from it from Ginioli. I think he had 2 perfect opportunities. And Whelan spoiled both of them from the left side of the net. Knocked down there by Pickering. Can't get it out. Van Reenen held it in. Chance here for Ginioli. He overskated the puck. Trying to get that loose puck now is Pickering to kill off more time on the penalty. Nice defensive play there by number 36. Came back to guard his man. Number 36 will scoop it up again with a lead pass. That'll go past everybody, and it's going to be enough for icing. It's off now, off to the left of the Toros end. To be taken by Braden McNevin. It's a big defensive win draw here. And again, we're getting conversation at the penalty box area, so we'll take a break. We're ready to go again. Pickering win that draw and get that quick shot away. Not quick enough to fool Katie McBride Hyde, who made a nice catch and froze it up for another face-off. Those are one of the toughest saves. Those quick shots off the draw and might take you by surprise a little bit. And there, Katie McBride Hyde found a surprise right in his glove as he made a key glove save out in front of the net from the slot area. Trying to flip that puck through center. It'll get knocked down there from center ice. Brought in there by McNevin. Setting it up to the other side. Over there for McNevin again. And he found on it before he fell down. Back and behind that, Dwyer with the physical play took his man down. Trying to get to that loose puck again is McNevin versus Aspinall. Aspinall puts it back in behind the net. Trying to dump it out. Got it over there for Adam Foreman with a lead pass. The pass for McNevin was in his feet area. Had to get chipped back in behind the Pickering net. First one back there is Dwyer. Maddox Dwyer trying to throw it out of front. That intended pass didn't work. He's trying to set up McNevin this time. Adam Foreman has McNevin out of front. He goes back to the line for Ryan Lee. Shot. Knocked down. Back up the other way. McCall is out of the penalty box. Pickering have killed it off. And now here comes the pressure trying to tie up the game. They'll take it behind the net. He got followed there in behind the goal. Toros get that loose puck. Turned over to Alve. Alve moves it up through center and it's offside. Face off right here in front of us. Trying to dig out all this puck. And that was Ari Jukic. Couldn't get to it. Didn't have enough speed to get to that loose puck. Toros pick it up at center. In over the line they come. Let in by Kay, who had it knocked off his stick. Scooped up at center by Ryan Lee. He can't slap it in. And it's offside. Another face-off here. Just here at the Toros bench. One there by the Toros K. Drops it back there for Ryan Lee. With a pass up there for Dominic Guru. He'll find Ari Jukic getting around the checker. Coming in, trying to set up Guru at the front. Had it knocked off his stick, and then he was taken down and behind the net. And then Guru falls down. K comes back nicely on defense. The back check. Now he comes in, trying to start something on the scoreboard. K fans on the shot. It rolls to the net. Taking it aside, trying to get it now was Guru out in front of us, along with Ryan Lee here. MacArthur tries to dump it into the corner. That'll get knocked down. Bonellos fires at the length of the ice. 2:50 left to go here in the second. Only one goal, 2 and outs here in the second period. That one belongs to Dominic Guru on a breakaway. Knocked down out of front. It'll roll in behind the net. Trying to fire it around the boards. The pass, tried to get it up there, was picked off. Shot. Stopped there by Katie McBride Hyde as it went right in on net. Kicked it aside with a left pad, trying to clear it out. Went over the stick. Picked up there again by Pickering's number 7. Was in offside there to Pickering. Here comes Ari Jukic with some nice moves. Jukic makes his way in. He's going to run out of real estate. He's getting pushed into the corner by Alve. And then he gets taken down. That'll be a penalty coming up here to Alve after he took down Ari Jukic behind the net. Out of front, Toros tried to take advantage before the penalty even takes place, but they couldn't convert. And here comes the hooking call coming to Pickering. And I believe it's going to go to Alve. Toros have 1:57 to work with here on the power play. And once again, if they can't capitalize, they'll have a 3-second power play to start the third. Brock Gardner around the boards from Ward. Out of front, blocker stop there from Whelan as they went into the corner. Toros get that loose puck, drop it there for Brock Gardner. Gardner out of front, taking off his stick, and here comes Anderson. Anderson will clear it out. That'll come all the way down here at center. First one back there, Simon Van Reenen to scoop it up. Van Reenen got pressured on there by Pickering. And now the Toros come up through center. Coming in over the blue line. Knocked down. Pickering gets the opportunity to try and clear. Knocked down by Van Reenen at center. Van Reenen gets a pass over there for Nate Ginioli trying to get away from the checker. Swept back in behind the Pickering net. Coming around the boards there for Gardner trying to do something with it. Brock Gardner has it behind the net. Tries to go back to the line. It's a screen shot through a maze of players. Doesn't make it through. Ginioli's over there trying to dig it away from his man. We've reached the last minute of play here of the second period. Taking it behind the net is Ginioli. He'll have it knocked away from his stick. Tries for the wraparound. Tries for the wraparound again. Nice stop there by Whelan. As that's a third big save off Ginioli. Ginioli's been snake bitten by Whelan here in the second period. Trying to go back to the line. That is Rytwinski digging it free. Ginioli trying to get some revenge. Walks in front. Blocker save there from Whelan. Captain again. Turnaround shot. Stopped again there by Whelan. This one comes off Brock Gardner. Another face-off with 26 seconds left to go here in the second period. Slapped around the boards. It'll be on the other side. Trying to get it out there with Aspinall. And Aspinall gets it down the ice. First one behind that. We're getting another penalty coming up. It's going to be a Pickering penalty as McBride Hyde was going to the box. It'll be another hooking call again. And this hooking call will go to DeMarco. So for 6 seconds left to go in the second, Toros will have a teammate advantage. Trying to get that quick shot away was Brady McNevin. Backhand shot. Can't get it through. Nice stop at the front. He did get through, but Whelan made the final save of the second period. And so the Toros will get an abbreviated teammate advantage, but it won't take long for the first penalty to end to start the third. There's only 2 seconds left on the first penalty to Alve. Face off to start period number 3. Eric Borden with that loose puck, late pass. Got it up there. Dwyer trying to get around the checker. He had it knocked away from his stick. There goes the first penalty to Alve. That's over. Still, a penalty to DeMarco is yet to be served. Trying to stuff it out of front for an opportunity to throw it to the net. That'll go down the ice here at center. Right here in front of us. To be scooped up there by Adam Foreman now. Foreman gets it out of his end with brave pass for Brady McNevin. Scooped up. Dumped the length of the ice back into the Toros corner. It'll be back there for Eric Borden to take it out the backhand boards. He got pressured on there by Wright, who tries to get it. Toros get that loose puck and lead up the power play up their center with a pass to Maddox Dwyer. He opened up the scoring for the Toros in the first period when he tied things up after Tasatsas started the scoring in the first period. Second period scoring summary, it went to Dominic Giroux on a breakaway, which is where we stand now. Toros with a 2-1 lead. We've just kicked off the third period, hit the gunna be Rickard. Shot stopped by Whelan as that one almost made its way through. McNevin again will scoop it up. Over to the other side. Tried to chip it in there from Foreman. Went over his stick before he could get a deflection to the net. Adam Foreman with it. Sets it up in front. Back to the line for number 36. A shot through a screen. That's going to hit something in the front and go wide. It goes back in behind the net. Trying to dig it free from the corner is Adam Foreman. Foreman trying to dig it free from behind the net. Wrap around out of front. Big opportunity for Dwyer. And an even bigger save out of front of the net by Whelan. Face off now off to the left of the Pickering end. Still 10 seconds left on the power play. Drops it back to the line. Capped in and out turned over by Zachary Colton to Pickering trying to dump it in. Dominic Giroux trying to get to the loose puck against Preston Best. Slap past DeMarco. Back into the corner. DeMarco tries to get it out. His penalty is now over. Here comes Best with a late pass. Got it up there for Ari Jukic. Jukic gets a man to beat as MacArthur comes back there and takes him off the boards. Step in behind the net. Giroux tries to find that loose puck. Got it back to the line for Best. His backhand gets knocked down. Goes into the corner there for Kay. Kay goes back to the line for Ginioli. Sorry, for Zachary Colton back to the line. DeMarco leads it up. Trying to find a lane. And he gets clogged up. Here comes Kay with it. Kay's not going to be able to go anywhere. Neither was Dominic Giroux as it had it knocked off his stick. Nice move to get around the defender, who is now without a stick. So it's like playing 5-on-4 now because the Pickering defender didn't have a stick. Around the boards it goes. Kept in there from the line. Trying to take the shot from the face-off dot. Drops it back to the line for Ginioli, who's moved back to the defense. Takes a shot, and it scores! Nate Ginioli threw it to the net. I don't know if it hit anything, but I know it did hit the back of the net, and the Toros have a 3-1 lead. Ginioli shot it from the line I don't think anybody touched it out in front. It was a clean shot that beat Whelan out in front of the goal. We'll get that 100% evidence on the GoPro a little bit later on. Up through center. Led up by Brock Gardner in over the blue line through the neutral zone. He's getting up there with Twitwinski. Can't throw it out in front. The lead pass up through center. Coming in over the blue line. Here's Anderson. Nice defensive play by Eric Borden. Knocked him out the stick. Here's Twitwinski here in front of us. Borden trying to get rid of it out of the line. Eric Borden trying to stick to Keane. Twitwinski slaps it past McCall. And there is number 97, Alve. Turned over at center to Brandon Twitwinski. Twitwinski has Alve to beat. Gets around him. Throws it to the net. It gets knocked down by Pickering in their own end. As they go for that lead pass up through center, in comes Anderson. Anderson in. Running out of room. Still takes a shot. It gets fired through the crease area. Scooped up on the other side there by Gardner. Brock Gardner goes with the puck. No one to beat. So he just flips it down the ice. Not enough to go for icing. Slapped around the boards. Oh, it's going to be a Toros penalty coming up as it gets touched up by Eric Borden at center ice. Penalty goes to Brock Gardner. Goes back to the line. Trying to get a shot through the screen. That gets knocked down. Trying to find the loose puck. And it comes out at center. Picked up off the back end boards. Trying for the pass. Got picked off and Pickering will come up through center ice. Trying to get that pass up there for McKeown. Broken up past him. Trying to get to the loose puck and fire it. Takes it behind the net. He's getting guarded in behind the goal. Trying to get that loose puck free. It's still loose for Maddox Dwyer, trying to take a shot, rolled it on the net short-handed. Stopped there by Whelan. Off to the left of the goal. Short-handed opportunity, kept in by Zachary Colton. His shot is going to go in wide of the net. Under 10 minutes left to go now here in the third period. Toros have their insurance goal here in the third. It was scored by Ginioli on the shot from the blue line. That made its way through a maze of players, including the goaltender Whelan. Best. Trying to get to that loose puck. Zachary Colton fanned on the first opportunity. Now got it up there for Brady McNevin trying to get to it. That'll get slipped into the right corner. Back in behind the net for Best. Best will take it from his own end. Will take that hard pass. Picked up there by McCall in his own zone. McCall slapping it to the other side. Alves lead pass. Trying to get it to DeMarco. An opportunity to catch up to it. Benelos with a shot stopped by Katie McBride-Hyde, and the rebound for DeMarco gets swept in. A power play goal by DeMarco following up on the shot from Benelos, and it's a 3-2 game. Guru to take this draw now. Now the Toros have to try and find that insurance goal. Not up by 2 anymore after the goal by DeMarco on the power play. Swept that rebound home out in front through the legs of McBride-Hyde to cut this to a 3-2 game. So we're in for an exciting finish here in this Adam A game between the Toros and the Pickering Panthers. Both teams, as mentioned at the top, are 2 points away in the standings. Toros have 23 points. Pickering came in with 21. But the one thing that's playing in the Toros' favor is Pickering's played 3 more games than them. That shot goes in! And it's a goal! Out of front of the net. I don't know who tipped it out in front of the net, but Pickering bench are calling for a high stick out in front of the goal. We'll see what's going to happen here. It's going to stand. It's going to be a 4-2 game. We'll find out later who got their stick on that other front and tipped it past Whelan. Pickering were complaining for the high stick, but it fell on deaf ears to the referee. Counted it as a goal. Toros are back up by 2. Trying to get up through center. Ginioli finding out his puck. Trying to dump it back in the zone. Ginioli trying to stick to his man. That lead pass will go past everybody. Van Reenen from his own zone will scoop it up. Simon Van Reenen will try and slap it aside. Got it up there for Ginioli. He's had a basket full of chances here in the game, but just some bad breaks as he's goaltender Whelan hasn't been in the Christmas spirit and been taking everything away from him out in front. Trying to slap it past down the ice. Back and behind the net goes number 36 to scoop it up in his own end. Starts it from his own zone. Going to put the brakes on. Use the glass this time. That'll go over McCall. And now the opportunity to come back in. Picking out the feet there by number 36. He'll take it back in behind the net. Pressured on there by Wright, trying to keep it in. Pickering are trying to counter that goal out in front of the net to get it back to a 1-goal game. They're putting the pressure on behind the net. And now it gets stolen aside there by the Toros, trying to dig it free. Back in behind on the other side. Number 36 from his own zone. Nice play to get away from the checker. Hit the side of the net. He's got Wright on him. Tries to fire it away. He does. Knocked down by Pickering at center ice. Right back where it came from. Simon Van Reenen with a hard backhand through center ice. Trying to get that loose puck through center ice is number 87, McCall. Wright tried to pull it to his forehand. Throws it to the net. That gets blocked off. This Toros team are also playing without number 5, Noah Snoxell Scott in the lineup. Trying to stuff it out in front. Big opportunity. Bigger save there by Caden McBride Hyde. DeMarco is out there to take the draw. He cut it to a 3-2 game before the Toros got their insurance goal a couple minutes ago. They pass for Eric Borden, trying to get to it. He gets taken down, but gets his way back up to his feet. That was Brock Gardner with it. Nice play by Ginioli, hopped over his stick. Ginioli will catch it in the corner now and try and stuff it out in front. Ginioli trying to stuff it from the face-off circle. Stolen aside there by number 91, and that is Tasatsits who can't get it in. Tasatsits can't get it out of his own end. Back in behind the net it goes. Trying to jam it free from a couple players. Gets scooped up there by Bonalos now. Bonalos will skate it up through center. Preston Best is going back trying to control Bonalos. DeMarco takes it from him. Shot. That hit something out in front. Fluttered wide. Here comes an opportunity left now. 5 minutes exactly left to go on the clock now. Toros trying to hold on to their lead, but Bonalos can't set it up in front. He was going for the pass, and if that pass got across, DeMarco would have been all on his own to go one-on-one against Caden McBride Hyde. Adam Foreman's got a man to beat. He can't get around the checker. Instead, he flips it back behind the net, where Pickering have got to take it from their own end. Nice play there by Braden McNevin. McNevin will take it from behind the net and try for the wraparound, or it'll come around the other side. Cleared aside at center. Backing up is Zachary Colton. In over the line comes DeMarco trying to take the shot. DeMarco had it knocked off his stick. It'll go back in behind the net. Foreman trying to dig it free from the corner. Walking it out. Taken aside there by Adam Foreman now. Foreman with a nice move. Had it knocked off his stick though. Back up the other way they come. Led in by DeMarco, taking the shot in wide. Toros will get it out. Knocked down at center. And just trying to flip it right back where it came from. Puts it back in behind the Toros net. Ryan Lee from his own zone. Has it behind the net. Looking to do something with it. Got it up there for Maddox Dwyer along with McNevin. Scooping it through the face-off dot is Dwyer. He can't get it out. Now it'll be Keane with it. Keane throwing it out in front. They had a player out in front of the goal. Bounced in behind the net. Gone quite a bit without the whistle. Maddox Dwyer. Lead pass for Foreman out of his reach. It'll roll right in on net. Though for Whelan to make the save as Foreman comes in the vicinity. He's not going to take any chances. He'll freeze it up. 2:18 remains left to go here in the third period. Preston Best, the slapper. Hits something one high and wide into the right corner. Looking to dig it free from a couple of players, and behind the net is Brock Gardner. It'll come around the other side there for Tasatsits. Tasatsits' lead pass knocked down at center by Preston Best, who will flip it back in. First one trying to get to it now is Brock Gardner. Couldn't get to it. Tried to set it up in front for Genioli. That was picked off back on Pickering up the other way. Through the neutral zone, backing up his Best, backing up his Zachary Colton. DeMarco is in with a shot, misses the mark. Around the boards it goes. It'll go right here into the corner now for Bonellos. He uses the glass back to the line. And shot from Gurney goes wide of the net. They got to wrap around, and they score! Bonellos is able to wrap around and make it 4-3. So don't go anywhere just yet. We still have 1:25 left to go, and the Pickering Panthers have cut things to 4-3, and it looks like we take a timeout. So Pickering are just like that unwanted relative at Christmas time that won't go away. They were down 3-1, made it 3-2. They were down 4-2, made it 4-3. Toros just trying to keep it in the zone. Trying to get that loose puck at center. It'll come around the other side. McNevin will dump it into the corner. Trying to fire it around the other side. Lead pass up through center. The pass was broken up. Now it gets tried to fire it in from Maddox Dwyer deep in behind the net. Pickering pick it up. Back to the bench goes Whelan for the extra attacker. Taking it into the corner is Anderson. Anderson got followed into the corner by Eric Borden. 30 seconds left. Toros trying to pin him there in the corner. And DeMarco tries to get it free. Picked up by Eric Borden. Got it backhanded out. Got it up there for Brady McNevin. Can't clear it out of the zone. Now it will. Eric Borden's got an open net to shoot at. Knocked down by DeMarco. And now again knocked down there by Foreman. Trying to control Anderson, and Anderson gets away. Anderson turned over. Toros can't get it out. 10 seconds left. That'll get cleared aside at center. Scooped up at center ice now. Pickering looking for one more opportunity. Gets knocked down there by the Toros and dumped down the ice. And they're going to hold on just by a fingernail. They'll win this one 4-3. They had a 3-1 lead. Pickering again made it 3-2 on a goal out in front of the net by DeMarco. And then it was the Toros getting a goal out in front on a deflection to make it 4-2. But then Pickering came right back on a wraparound goal by Bonellos. And that was all the scoring we had in this one. The Yatamay Toros hang on for a 4-3 win over Pickering and give themselves a little bit of breathing room between them and the Pickering Panthers in the standings. Thank you for watching on this Wednesday night. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.